Hello and welcome to what is a Let's Play slash Keep or Not to Keep. And the game is, as you can see, Kingdoms and Castles. If it was written any bigger and you couldn't see it, you've got visual issues and you should get that checked. I'm just going to start a new game because I have a couple loaded, but they're just playing around. I'm going to play in the standard mode because this is the one where you... This is the one where you have things happen to you. It's mainly stuff like Vikings invade, or a dragon turns up, or Vikings and orcs turn up, and possibly wolf attacks and the occasional fire. We just get it all set up, and I'll be right back with you. What should we call this place? Shall we just call it... Yeah, there we go. And that's going to be the banner, because we've all played Warcraft. Can I start this again? Because I didn't pay any attention to the island hours coming on. These are tiny! Yeah, I'm just gonna... Can I just restart that? Because I balls that right up. Oh, by the way, I've tried to extend that draw distance, but unfortunately you can only see about as far as a late 90s console game. Which is fine. It's fine. Accept. Let's call it because yes, keep your build near fertile trees. Well, fertile trees. Near fertile land, trees, and stone. So place you there. Congratulations, your hamlet has grown into a quiet hamlet. That isn't a surprise because there is nobody else here. You can build paths. The great thing that I found about this game, which I am not going to complain about, is the fact that everything is unlocked. You don't have to do research. It requires specific resources, so money and stuff like that. So you do require buildings to build it, but everything is available straight away, and not many games give you that choice. Yes, also, you can designate woodland to have hacked and snacked and generally just cut down. But as you can see, there are beasties in the woods. Look at them. Where are they? Come on, go look at them. I love this art style, I've got to say. It fills me with that joy that games that lost that sort of... Everything's either serious or voxel these days, and I don't know what this classes as. Is there any wolves on this side? I can't see any. So everything's going. There are a few things about this game which I will demonstrate in a bit. But oh, the axes don't pivot anymore. That's good, because that used to freak me out. I used to look at them and they used to just follow me around like they were staring at me. Let's not get carried away and build shitloads of stuff that we don't need yet. The one thing that we will need a lot of is time and patience, because if you blitz ahead and build loads in this game, it tends to come around and bite you in the arsehole. Which for some people might be fun, because you might be into that. But for me, it can be a bit of a drag. So, also, your priorities: builder, stockpile worker, timber workers. There's a lot of these because this is per individual tree, which is why it's at the bottom. I'm just going to do that instead, because I don't really need stockpile workers right now. What I need is to get stuff moving. And you can only connect to places that have paths. So if I try to build... I can't build anything right now, but I will come back to that point then. But yeah, look at it. It's like, ooh. And it's very simple. And it's one of those cameras... Rolly mouse is getting on my nerves, though, because it's backwards. But also, click on houses, tells you what they need. Happiness and stuff go up. It, like, the ups and the downs of it all. And things that would make them happier. And every now and then people turn up. I think it's every month people turn up on immigration. You never see them. You never see them arrive. Which is hilarious, but I hate that in games because it says some people stop by, and you're like, where from? This is one of those games where ghosts stop by, and every now and then somebody will just pop out of a house. Sounds are nice as well, but is that draw distance? I wonder if I can change that. Can I change how far away I can see? Graphics. Clouds, post-fake shadows, anti-aliasing. Fog. Ah! Right, I see why they put the fog on, because it looks a bit on the, well, it looks like you're having a seizure, and that would give anybody migraines if they looked at it like that. So yeah, I need to put the fog back on because, ow. Where was it? Fog. Right, okay. Yes, I can see what's going on now. I think this is still in alpha. I don't know. I thought this was a full game now. I got it off of Steam, and I can't remember how much for. Oh, that rain stopped abruptly. Okay. Ooh. Oh, you get this? Above your keep constantly? But our food sales are running low. Perhaps more farms could help? Peasants more. Fine, but we can do better. Try examining those houses to improve our peasants' conditions. Good day, sir. I don't have a military, so she's just going to have to fake off. What I'm going to go and do, because nobody wants to watch me faff like this. I can't get rid of that message. What's it say? No. Do I click over here? No. Do I click over here? That's going to get on my nerves. You can't click off of a place without clicking somewhere else. Farms are going to go over here somewhere. I may move these in a little bit. And other stuff is going to go over here. And I will do a demonstration of what there is. Because this is going really slow. And I've got it going really fast. And these guys are just stood there doing nothing. I need to figure out what I have done. Oh, look, the smoke comes out the chimney images. I just noticed that. Can you see that at the bottom? The smoke's coming out of the chimneys. Oh, that's kind of cute. I don't think that's meant to happen, but it is happening. And I like it. So there. Right. Back in a moment. Just to prove a point before I get too far, I've now been playing this game for roughly about half an hour. And in that process, I built some paths, a couple extra fields, this stone thing, and I haven't progressed very far. Oh, I became a small village! Great! I don't know what that means. I also don't know what progressing as a village or anything does. I can't say you do this job, you do this job, you do this job. They just fill out the jobs that are available to them. So I've got nothing to build, so nobody's populating the build queue. So if I was to, say, build that path, ooh, that spazzed out a little bit. There is now 2 jobs. 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to leave that available, but you can see where I'm going with this. I don't know why I'm doing that. I can always destroy those rocks later. I think it was so I could prove a point. That was the one. Destroy. Destroy. I'm going to leave that in there because that looks quite nice. Might put a mansion there or something in a bit. Right. So, I'm going to disappear again. Give me a few minutes. Oh, now something's on fire. Right. Right, so that fire destroyed a house. I click on rebuild, and all is good. Literally as I hung up the line, a fire started there. Literally as I came off to break it away, you know, he put a line in things and say, right, this is where my break is. Something set on fire. Where did I get 1,000 wood from? Why would I need 1,000 wood? Are they just leaving it lying on the floor? Why are they chopping down this bit? No, don't work away and work towards. Work close and work out. So much more efficient. Anyway. Something else has burst into flames. I don't know why. It's a fucking field. What over here is flammable? By the way, the reason I'm so annoyed, this is not the first time this building has randomly decided to burst into flames. This is like the 4th or 5th time now. It's just this one cornfield that sets everything else off. This has been rebuilt for that very reason. Now there's a fucking dragon. What's that? Yeah, you... Oh, is my village too shit to care about? Well, fuck you. Yeah, you will fuck off. Bye. Right, now on to starving my civilians out of house and home. Oh, did that say Grandmaster? Do people get better at their job the more they do it? Oh. Okay. Because what are you called? I'm going to assume because I haven't been paying attention, you're all Grandmasters, so... Okay. You? 35 years, what lies beyond the sea? Forgetting agriculture and journeyman and learning stonecuttering. So yes, you do become better at jobs as you do them. Great. Oh, this person died in a field next to his twin, who doesn't seem to give a shit about the fact that he's there. This guy died in a field. Oh dear, there's a dead man. There's a corpse. There's a corpse. I know what I need to do. I've built a pub. So I'm going to make bartenders very important. Look how much these people can carry. They just stack it on the shoulders. It's like, hi-ho. Somebody else died now. Oh, great. To make things worse, plague! I have plague! Give me a fucking break! I'm trying to say how good this game is and how much I like it, but no, plague everywhere. Do I need more pubs? Here, have another pub. On me. Done. Happy now? No? What now? There's been plague deaths as well. Vikings invading now. Great, really, just perfect. Where's my... I don't know where I live. I've lost it. Shall I just stick with these guys while I find out where I'm at? Oh, look at how they bob. Please, whoever is working on this, keep this animation. It's the greatest thing. Oh, is this it? This? No. Over here? Over here. Oh, they've nearly made it to my town. Oh, fucking hell, clouds, piss off. Oh, can you hear the screaming? Can you hear the screaming? Right, they've gone straight for my food. The one thing I've only just managed to get back to normal. You pricks. Looks like they're crying into it. They're like, please don't do that. Stop. My lord, no one visited this year as tales of an unsuccessful defense. There was no defense. So technically, very successful because I didn't even try. That's got to be the bonus, right? Peasants are starving without food. They could build a town square and throw festivals. No, because town squares cost money. Also, I wouldn't have a fucking clue where to put it. Shall I put it here? And then put houses around it. Or a path around it, and then houses around that. Yes, I'll do that. I know I've just spent the last however long being angry at this game. Because it's relentless. Once it starts to go bad, you can never quite recover. Or if you can recover, I don't know how to do that. It looks very nice. It's quite pretty, and the controls and the way you work it are very good as well. I'm really struggling to find a way to enjoy being relentlessly beaten, however. Like, relentlessly beaten. This game has taken a club to every idea I've had so far, beat it to death mercilessly, and run away laughing. Now, again, this may be down to the fact that I don't really know how to play this game. All I know is I build a town, try not to get carried away, stop giving me advice, I know... Go away. Okay. I can't get rid of the advisors now. There we go. And breathing really, really deep. I don't know what I need to do next. Oh, I built a treasury. That treasury now collects gold at a really small rate. A dent built. What? Dire peasants are starving. Yes. Come on, close, close. There we go. Right. What was I saying? I wonder how long it... And it's come back. What's it going to say this time? What the other thing this game could use a little bit of improving on is... Oh, that did get blown up. Okay, so let's do that, and let's do that. I think what this game needs could be a little bit of autonomy. I know people don't like that sort of thing in the game because it seems to take away from their gameplay, but when it comes to stuff like this, where stuff does happen and you just don't notice it, it would be good if you had that little bit of somebody goes out and repairs a building for you, because I know if I hadn't have done that, that building would have stayed broken semi-indefinitely. Also, markets don't make you money in this game. They're a way of distributing goods, which I don't mind as an idea. It's actually quite a unique one. Oh, look at that. That market does actually look quite pretty. Look at that. If I go through it like that, if I go through it a bit slower than that, you'd be walking down, and you'd be like, dum diddy dum diddy dum diddy dum. Oh, I need to go to the market. I've passed it. Dum diddy dum dum. This guy's a lot taller than the others. Looks quite good. Right. This is a nice little feature that I've noticed with the granaries is when if you click off of them, the lid's closed, so it looks like a proper building. But if you want to know how much is in them, instead of it just having this a number that appears, it opens up and you get this nice little visual representation of what you've got in there. I think that's quite nice. Also, again, how much can these people carry? Seriously. I mean, what are you eating? Probably shredded wheat, actually. I think it's the only thing I produce at this point in time. I heard screaming again. Oh, the Vikings are back. I progressed about as far as a gnat with no fucking legs. That analogy was going to go somewhere dick-related, but I refrained. So, I left it today to come back to it because I was getting very angry at it. There wasn't any way in hell I was going to be positive about it at that point in time. So, I went away. Also, I've noticed that the exclamation mark follows the angle of the camera. That also annoys me. Anyway, yes, I found this building. It repairs damaged structures with stone. Meaning, I'm guessing if I have enough stone, every time I get raided, which is a lot, a lot right now, they'll fix it. They've not rebuilt that farm. So they only repair some things. So it's bollocks that guy repairs anything. Like, at all. This gatehouse, which I've just realised... Anybody see what I've done wrong? It's not level. So I'm just going to... The other thing that people may notice about this gatehouse is... say you're an invader. And you just emerge out of the woods. And you go, oh no, there's a gatehouse. And then you just look a bit to your right. You go, oh. Okay. And then you're in anyway. The only thing that this gatehouse is protecting is this very small patch of land right here. Look at all the piggies. The animals in this game are the cutest. Look at them. They're just squares. That looks like something you'd make out of a McDonald's box and paint it pink. Do I just not have enough people? Do I need to get more people in? Right, okay. I'll be right back with more people. These cakes are just hovering midair. I don't think I will ever win awards for town planning. Not with how many issues I've been responsible for many deaths between now and the beginning of this, haven't I? Yes. Shall I set up just a random small town somewhere on the edge of somewhere? Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like fun. I wonder if anybody will ever survive that. Yeah. So if I built that, and next to it I build a house. Next to a road. Next to an existing structure. There we go. Oh, it's because the path isn't built yet. Right, so I've got to wait until that's built. And then I'll build a farm and people just... Alright, I'll be back with that one, because that's not... Oh, viaduct. These wolves here keep eating my people. But yeah, I thought, oh, what about if I made it like a little fort hamlet? You know, you see them all the time, don't you, in oldie times? Just little forts that sold stuff. So now... Is that dock built? Not yet. I also gave it its own food supply, a little bit of water, and the obligatory pub. Because that's exactly what you need, isn't it? You just need a pub everywhere. Just build pubs. Aww. Herbert was killed by a wolf. But this is nice. I think it looks nice in spite of the clear Viking threat, which I am completely powerless to stop. Right. I'm going to have one more. I'm going to dash away and try something. And when I come back, I'm going to make my final decision. Be right back. So I've been busy. It would seem that I got a little bit carried away. I've had to turn the fog off because you can't see everything. I'm going to come to what you saw down here in a second, but as you, yeah, the town has got... It's got to a decent size. I'd like it to be bigger. I came across a few teething issues as well. Now everybody's starting to die of hunger. I do have a little... I'll show you around the town in a minute. But everybody's really hungry because I expanded really quickly in order to prove a point with this game. I have a garrison of soldiers now that go out and chase people. I have a farm district in this. It's producing loads of food. I'll show you why people are starving in a second. The housing and churching areas are all one big section. I kind of like how some of the bits look and feel. I mean, I made this like fortified garden for Queen Whatsamabob, who looks a bit like a Lego figure actually, with that sword. Then I came over to the posh area. You can have aqueducts, cathedrals. This is a bathhouse, where people do actually go in it, though in the middle of winter. That's very brave. I've got bridges. I've got more warehouses. I've manned my walls this time. What else? Fountains, big houses. This is a mega big library. This is a dragon holding a scythe, which if dragons in this game weren't annoying enough, having a scythe is even worse. When it gets to spring or summer, here we go. It starts to look really nice. This is my garden area. This is the area where, ignore the graveyard, I have loads of them now, because, like I say, people are just dying everywhere. Yeah, I thought the garden area would look quite nice and natural. I've got this guy out here who's a market tender. Let's hold it. Should we just throw a festival? There we go. And that's what a festival looks like in the game. The houses just sprout up out of the ground, and I don't know what they do. Hold festival for family and peasants. Okay. I never actually bothered to check what they did. Yeah, look, I've got a storage area here, which is also rammed. Let me show you... I'll go down to street level in a minute. But that first little hamlet I had, I've had to expand the woodcutting a little bit. But you go down this path, you go to this big house, you come through now an external town to a... This place kept on getting raided, so I manned it with some people. It's not expanded much, it's just a bit better equipped. You'll notice people running through the woods and stuff about unburied corpses, but I'm trying my best. But I got a little bit distracted. I thought I'd go, oh, maybe somebody wants to live in the woods alone. And this was the first guy I've built. So I've ended up building a bridge. I've ended up having another haven, again, manned with a garrison, because it kept on getting raided by what I called a posh family, who had little attachments to businesses. I kind of started giving these places storylines. And it turned out to be quite fun. I've got trade going off between the ports. Oh! Yes. A lot of people die in my town. It's just the thing you got to take on board. I haven't yet got round to connecting all the towns, so it takes an absolute age for them to get food, get supplies. So some people do get there and pick up food, but they also die on transit back. And then you come out here to this collection of brick with its walls defended. Again, it's got a 3-4 unit garrison. This is where my banks live. These things. This is where my banks live. And this is why I have all the money. Getting back onto little hamlets, I've put stuff around the edges. Quite a few things around it. Ow, that is fucking loud in my ears. I don't know how that's going to sound on the recording, but it was very loud for me. Yeah, look, I've got little towns and little places for people to live. Out and about. I think I've got a single and little churches. I should really connect that up, but I'm not going to yet because I'm still showing you around. Really, what else have we got? We've got oh, I completely misplaced these guys. Let's group them back together. Let's put them there. I have a mod called Intelligent Armies, meaning if there is Vikings nearby, the armies will go out and look for them. Which makes things a bit easier. Another little food production hamlet with a market and beer. These are the places that will survive when a plague hits. I've really just not kept track of where I put things because I didn't even know that army was there. To be honest with you, I'd forgotten about that entire little town. Well done me. What else have we got? Another town. I think you saw me build this one. This guy here. I think I showed you this one. I also condemned these poor sods. I send them through these wolf-infested forests. No paths, no protections. Peasants recently killed by dragon. I have a dragon? Oh crap, I forgot about the dragon. And thump. That happens a lot. Right, when it gets sunny again, I'm going to turn around and show off what I can only describe as a masterpiece of engineering and patience, because oh dear me, it's, well, you can see from the side, it's quite big. It took me ages between attacks, fires, plagues, starvation, because as I started to expand, it took longer to get the food there. So obviously people were getting hungry quicker, and like I say, people are just wandering. I'm pointing with my fingers, not the mouse. People are wandering out this gate, wandering off into this wilderness, and somewhere along the lines, old age will get them, or they will have no food, or they will starve to death, and everybody dies, really. This population number goes up quicker and drops further than anything I've ever seen. Right, so now it's nice weather. So I'm just going to go over here, sync the camera in, and turn around. And zoom out a bit. It allows you to build. I don't think there's a height limit, because you can still see the tower. You can build monstrosities, it would seem. You can build monstrosities to go above the clouds. I'd love to be able to do wall decorations. I found a few things while building this lovely hellish creation. I found a few things. If you want to build archways, at this point in time, you just have to stick like walls together and let them get built. But that's a gatehouse, really. And you can't, and I don't think that's great. I want to be able to get one of these, go say 3 up. Oh, that's getting slow. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The thing with this is archways. I'm gonna remove those because my point is this. You can't remove central points to make like archways. So if I wanted to say have this as a hollow or have a bit sticking out like a balcony, I can't do that. I have to delete the entire spire, and that got on my nerves a little bit. Yeah, there's some construction limitations. I've got to pan so far around. Because it's got buildings, blocks on either side of it. Also, it's done on ground level and not on object level, so I have to find where the ground level for that particular spike is. Oh, that's getting slow. I can still go higher. And then it says surrounding on a similar height. So I go to the next one and I go up and 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 up. Oh, it's getting slow. It's getting janky. But as you see from up here, the city looks really nice with its population of 3,202. And then once that's done, I can go even higher with the next one. I would not want to be building that. This is easily game killing. I wonder how much it'll take to kill the game. I wonder. But yeah, you get my point. I can go infinite up. I don't know if it would it reach the camera? I don't know. And oh, it'd be hilarious if people could fall to their death in this game. It really could. You know, they just wander up. They're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna build this for the Lord, who's obviously compensating because it's a massive. It looks like Lord Farquaad's castle, doesn't it? Out of Shrek. That's what it reminds me of. Oh, I should have called it. Is it? Oh, what's it called in? Oh, what's the castle called? Duloc. Duloc. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Duloc from Shrek. You know, Duloc is the perfect place. You pop up the grass, shine your shoes, wipe your face. Oh, that looks deadly. Alright, yeah, but as you can see, you can go a bit overboard, and I love that. The only problem is, genuinely, this took me absolutely sodding ages. The newborn baby that moved in next door hit puberty, moved away, and then died of old age. It's just too difficult. I may reinstall it later. Because it is quite a achievement of a game. I don't know why I'm saving it. I'm uninstalling. But it's called Castles and Kingdoms, and there's only one kingdom in it, and you're relentlessly attacked by these guys. There's no negotiations, there's no trade. Setting up boats that actually work I found very difficult to do, but that's because I didn't really think about how I was doing it. I settled all this stuff around the edges, the map generation as well. I have issues with the map generation. It's very... yeah, it's just very... there's a lot of stuff about this. I love the fact you've unlocked everything from the offer. You just need certain buildings to unlock stuff. But this is... it's a good game. But if you're into being able to build things like that, hold off dragon attacks and stuff, and go fishing, and the buildings, the houses and stuff, I'd love to be able to... because you can make castles look like that using blocks. I'd love a creator somewhere which would allow me to build these things using the voxels, using the pixels, or whatever you want to call them, and make my own constructions. Yeah, some stuff maybe might be a bit difficult, but I'd still love that option because, as you can tell, the buildings are a bit samey. There's no merging between them either. You just have to plonk them down and hope for the best. I do like the fact that it doesn't require you to have a door facing the street for people to get in it. People will just go through it. In fact, in some places, I don't know if it's around here. Was it down? People were just merging straight through the wall, which was really annoying. So this game is great for people who want to have a simple city builder with some peril and a very good creative mode. I had to go into the console of this to find, if I press F1 now, a creative mode option. And inside of it, you've got everything. You can turn everything off. Villagers die of starvation. Villagers eat. That's always nice. Plagues, Viking attacks, dragon attacks. You can turn it all off. And admittedly, I got about, when I was doing this, I waited for so long to get the resources to get this bit and then get the people happy. And then they said they run out of food, so I had to run over here. And I'd been playing it for about 4 hours and nothing had happened. So I used creative mode and I blitzed it. And I tried to make it interesting for people, including this monstrosity, because building this it just wouldn't have happened. But it's nice to know that I could if I had the time. This guy's hungry. Yes, by the time you get to the bottom of all those stairs, you're going to have died of starvation, mate. But yeah, I hired a few garrisons. I did play it honestly for a little bit, but really, it just fell apart. It took too long, and I just can't. I'm not that sort of gamer. Especially not when I'm deciding whether or not I want to keep a game. Let's put some Vikings. And the combat... Ow. Looks a bit like this. If I just set those up, put a few archers behind them, and then press play. It's just people popping. And falling over very slowly and merging into the ground. I want an option or a mod if I was going to keep this for a length of time that allows modding. This is really ow. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone. Also, I find this a bit cruel. When you click on delete, they just burst. They just burst. So if I went, they just turn into mulch. Oh, that just seems cruel. Anyway, yeah, not gonna keep it. Sorry. I can do whatever I want in this game, but it is so limited and so difficult. I might have been playing it wrong, but sorry, this game's gone. Quit. Quit. And let's get Steam open. So manage, uninstall, uninstall, and gone. So yeah. Sorry about that, Kingdoms and Castles. You're a good game, but sadly not for me. I think I said a lot, I just can't do it. So, bye-bye. Bye-bye.